Okay, in my first video, I talked about some of the things I'm going to discuss in this series. And I just got to start with, the first question I always get when somebody asks me about this and what it costs is, why did I buy it? When you look at the price of a rooftop tent, boy, they're a lot cheaper than this top is. So I think I'm going to expand on that a little bit. I'm going to tell you exactly why I bought it. Because of the Jeep Wrangler and the way that it is, we have a soft top or a hard top. And if you're going to put a tent on top of a Jeep Wrangler, you better be prepared to shell out some money for a roof rack. And now a lot of the roof racks I've seen, they're just not really up to the task of holding a rooftop tent. There's some that are. Some of the ones that go on the outside of the Jeep and bolt to the body or the frame, they can handle it. However, I really didn't like the look of them. Heard reports about wind noise with them. And they just did not appeal to me. They build some internal ones too that you drill through the top of your hard top. And those, I didn't like the idea of drilling through my hard top, and I didn't like the idea of drilling through the very top of it with water and weather the way it is. This Jeep spends a lot of time outside because it's a car, and just the idea that water could ingress in there in winter when I'm not really keeping an eye on it and stuff, it didn't make any sense to me for a vehicle that costs this much money. So the roof rack option, by the time you bought a roof rack, by the time we bought the tent we wanted, it was up towards to about $3,000 to have it shipped here and everything. It just didn't make any sense to us to spend $4,000 on something like that that isn't really permanent. I would be worried about a rooftop tent out in the weather in the wintertime and stuff, so inevitably I'd have to take the rooftop tent down off the Jeep, which requires a lot of heavy lifting that I don't want my wife to do. And then you have to store the thing too. When I'm not using it, where am I going to store it? So this top here is a decided advantage in that, because it's a top. You don't have to worry about the tent in the weather, because the tent will not go bad, because I have a bulb seal and a hard top that goes around that. It seals that top. The top doesn't get worse gas mileage. It doesn't add wind noise. So those are very good too. The top has been used in a pinch because my bedding is up there all the time. I have pillow, blankets, sheets, everything up there. I've used it to sleep in rest stops and my mom's driveway once, and just all over the place when I wasn't planning on it, but I ran a little late or something, didn't feel like driving over a mountain pass to get home, or I'm on the other side of the state or something. I can just pull over somewhere and take a rest. So it's been a big advantage for that. There's 4 of us, or there was when I built this, still at home. And I built a sleeping platform downstairs, and my wife and I slept upstairs, and we probably slept right in the neighborhood of about 30 nights in the last 2 years on this top. And it's worked out really well for us, and we do not regret buying it. So would I buy it again? That's a most definite yes, I would. To me, the money was justified, and it's a good quality product, and it's been worth every cent. Now, I have maybe some criticisms and some suggestions for Ursa Minor. Not that they'll probably watch my series of videos, but some things I think they could improve on to make this an A+ product. Not that it's not a great product. Like I said, I would buy it again, but there are some room for some improvements on this.